Hello, my name is Baldy Shorts, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Let's continue. Let's get right into it. Okay, this one. Load.
Welcome.
Okay, so I guess I haven't done Damien, Hugo, or Brian. So let's go with Hugo. Hugo Vega, middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. If you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turns on? Muscles. What did you want to be when you grow up? Movie star. What is your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What is your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forgot them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that the people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I feel the same way. I had an ex-boyfriend who would be like, that's not reading. So let's go. Okay, always check the card reader at the ATM before you swipe. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me. I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Aww.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Ugh.
Everyone sucks, no self-awareness, and it's a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40 pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I don't remember. I didn't like it. I thought it was fine. There was nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who, oh no, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were literally terrible to me. Oh, I feel that. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long. Did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. I just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us a square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, this is why you don't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder. I'm the only one who saw it happen. Oh god, it haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Oh, I also feel that. What, are you worried that a whale's gonna pop out of the tunch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart? Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo, it's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great, well, it's you and me, chaperone, and a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Okay. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment and stare at Hugo, and they go back to texting. At least they're quiet?
Oh.
Too quiet. These guys are up to something, I could feel it. There's no way, they're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all.
Oh.
We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper Teach Kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have moments of reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to swim quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks, I like it. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on the Old Man in the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Yes.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal section of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to the large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous, too. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out at the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the American longfin blue-nosed wiggly fish, a humphead rice. Yeah? Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, political fish trivia. Paranormal, obviously, always. The fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to the popular belief, it's not actually a vampire. It's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Yes.
Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun, and I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
Oh.
Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, oh God. Are those two sharks kissing? No, Baldy. One's eating the other. Well, we stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. We stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Baldy? Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand into the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. I love touching rays. I used to go to SeaWorld in San Diego all the time, and I would just hang out by the bat rays forever. For like half an hour, I would just be sitting there petting rays. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of the horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometimes. Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why's that? Our backpack usually that wet? Hold on. Oh no! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle school and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl, and I think he might need be a bad cop. Look, kid, we don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Whatever it is, it goes back into the touch tank now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Sweet manchego.
Sweet manchego. Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out across the floor. An employee swoops in and scoops it up and places it back into the tank. That kid would get banned immediately. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he's gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, in hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Oh.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us.
Oh.
Look over here. Hugo points to so some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Oh.
That's actually a male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back onto their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousands of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make points to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when we leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Our group of kids runs around the exhibit. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few minutes, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
Whoa.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure! Wait, just kidding. That's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to see the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit jar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, 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 I have an announcement to make. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everyone just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and I'm greeted with a cold blast of air. Psst. Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is icy and that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is penguins only live in cold climates, with some exceptions, so they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs there. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law, try to relate to her, bribe her. I think back to the time I released all of the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money, give me money. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. Reaching into my pocket, I pull everything out I can, examine each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. There's also a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins in the way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Is this a game? Oh my good. What? What am I doing? No! Get away, penguin! Get away! Oh, a penguin escaped. No penguins, no! Stay far away. Penguins! There's too many penguins. Oh my god. So many penguins.
Try that team.
A penguin got out again? Oh my goodness. Okay, only 2 penguins escaped. 3? When did a 3rd one escape? Oh, I got S still. Okay. A bird in the hand is better than a bird in the eye. This is an annoying sound. Whew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up in his diversionary penguin speech. And that's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
What?
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose, so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hooks, Molly.
Oh.
Baldy, did you just bribe a child? I bribed a child. I don't know what she's talking about. I can't play the rules when there are penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save penguins. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load into the buses, Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Valdi, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Hey.
Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? I love cheese boards. I'm all about cheese boards. There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Yes, I got the eggplants. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm going to rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Spend less money than you make. Date complete! I like that tweet as an option.
That was phenomenal.
Just an A.
Welcome.
Okay,
You've got
let's
dads.
do Brian. Brian Harding. Hi. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. On a Friday night, you're most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My fishing pole. What are your turns on? A keen understanding of steak cuts. What did you want to be when you grew up? A fireman. What is your favorite movie genre? Romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Deck building. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than me. Let's talk to Brian. Try not to make assumptions about people. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Daisy and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. I crack my knuckles and I start typing. Hey Brian, great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple minutes until ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on the screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey man, I always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a friendly little competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition. This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid. I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time and place and we'll be there. Hey, Amanda? Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this?
Yes.
Matey, I'm ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed. I just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh.
Yes.
Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Or, ahoy, scurvy? Avasti! I don't see pirates, only angles. There's no time for jokes. Avasti! I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon? Come on, Dad. You told me this was just going to be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf? It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much, but we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun. When we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye, but before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys. Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? All right, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean, aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. So you excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. You a gambling man? I know when to hold 'em. Depends on what's on the table. Do I get you if I win? Depends on what's on the table. What are you willing to part with? How about the loser buys drinks tonight? Alright, but how are we going to make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little bit more concerned on how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart. I don't think I need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah? Hole in one, every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down. Oh, okay.
Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of bomb. Into the brine.
Okay.
Into the brine.
Okay. Oh no. I was doing so well.
Sink no putts.
Oh no, I'm losing now. Oh no.
Dead men sink no putts.
There we go. Okay. What?
You've lost your ball.
Oh, that was my bad. I should have waited.
Dead men sink no putts.
Come on. Well, this is just disappointing. I'm gonna have to buy
You've
drinks.
lost your ball.
Impressive putting. Practice makes permanent. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot.
Huh?
I just asked because your eye is twitching? No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrow. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game? You're right, it's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game we're currently winning. Dad, please, Amanda, please nail the next hole for me. We need to keep this streak going. If it's really that important to you, sure. Amanda walks over, tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks at me right in the eye and does the exaggerated shrug. Oops.
Yeah.
I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo.
Matey.
Oh, God. Okay, it's back to me. Okay. Yep, it's just up to me. I'm doing so
You've
great.
lost your ball.
I'm doing so great.
Yo-ho-ho.
Okay,
and a hole full
okay.
of ball. Into the brine.
Oh, God.
Into the brine.
Oh, that was dumb. Thought I did
You've
something
lost
there.
your ball.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Nope. Should've just
You've
gotten
lost
straight.
your ball. Into the brine.
Oh my goodness. I just took a chance. Oh, okay.
Dead men
Oh.
sink no pucks.
Wait, was it supposed to go in his mouth? I guess. Impressive putting. Pet every dog.
Hey.
I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present, but confetti cannons are going off in my brain and someone is placing a wreath around inner me with the words, "Best Dad," emblazoned on it. Man, that was some good shooting there, Valdi. I have bested you on the field of battle. Mini golf is no joke. Mini golf is beneath me. And it felt so good, Brian. It felt real good. Brian and I eyeball each other. Electricity shooting between us. What are we gonna do it?
Alright.
Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did.
Ah.
We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two enjoy your night.
Hey.
Sounds like a plan. Valdi, you cool with that? Sure, just don't get yourselves in too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny, rebellious heart.
Hey.
Well, guess we should go hit the bar now.
Ah.
There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? That sounds like a plan. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy, island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls, and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. This sounds like my kind of tiki bar. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which is a little more bearable since I won. Okay, I just gotta get my victory drink and get out of here. I think I already proved my superior dadness for the day. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips us up 2 rum drinks inside of a hollowed out pineapples. He sets them on fire and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. Usually I just like to, drink my drinks.
Hey.
If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And miss out on the taste of victory? I don't think so. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Victory tastes fruity. Let's talk about lawn maintenance. I'm very particular. No electric mowers for me. I hand cut everything with scissors. I also only water the lawn with bottled sparkling water. I just ran out, so you're gonna have to import some. Italian is preferred, but I'll settle for Icelandic if that's all you have. It's sweet that you're willing to put all of the work into taking care of your dead grass. What? My grass is perfectly healthy.
Hey.
It's okay, buddy. I know just the trick to perk it back up.
Ah.
I'll work my magic when I'm finished trimming your grass with the tiniest pair of scissors I own. Man, even when he's trying to be helpful, I feel personally attacked. While I sip more of my drink, I notice a TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that entertaining to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it.
Ah.
I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real, like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers.
Hey.
I have terrible news for you, Valdi. No, not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have an emergency escape buttons. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, I kind of took after the footsteps of my old man. What, he was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying not to become your father, and then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter. So it's an absolute dream job, for me at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've always been okay with that. Until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have a patio furniture that I haven't built still sitting in the garage. Okay, maybe I should cool it with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Tell one of your classic jokes, ask about his daughter, stare him down unblinkingly. Ask about his daughter. So Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and to prove that I am better than him, obviously. That's the only reason, I think. Let's keep it moving. Ask about his dog, complain about kids these days, compliment his beard. Your beard is nice. It looks very healthy. Thanks, I grew it myself. Hey, you're not allowed to dad joke another dad. Is this how our daughters feel all the time? I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm dad. No! I mean, you walked right into that one. It's Dad Joke 101. Listen, buddy, I took Dad Joke 101 years ago. I'm in the 400 level classes, and I am well on my way to a degree in fart humor. Wow, Amanda must be so proud. I was about to Owen Wilson wow on accident. She is not. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. What, really? Everything in here fake. That palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over, he's right. But I'm alone, but I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep, I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer. You know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man, that's some of the best food I've ever had. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed early already, and I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out, too. Then all of a sudden, it just started running. So I jumped on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and starts fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just a man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up to the surface and finally get a sight of it. It's the biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat and single-handedly. And you know what happens next? What happens next? Yes, they are hilarious and corny. The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail, knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the decks, the fish gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Aw, man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm amazing at fishing. I'm the best at fishing. No one can outfish me. Oh, God. I can't be honest even a little bit. I'm simply the best out there.
Hey.
Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on. You know you want to. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five.
Hey.
Yes, maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish so I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Valdi good at catching fish shorts for nothing. I am spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me.
Hey.
Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time, this is a great opportunity for friendship. I'm real excited. Kiss my bass, Brian. And also for catching more fish than Brian. You're crueling me with these puns, Baldy. Mull it over. You'll come around to the fish-related dad jokes in no time. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it?
Huh.
Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So how was your hanging out with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about his crushing defeat, was he? No, he was pretty gracious about it. Like, frustratingly gracious. Yeah, how dare that guy have some decency. Come on, Dad, he seems like a neat dude. You think so? I don't know, the guy loves a good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was real adamant about not digging without a permit, so we just watched some documentaries about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food.
Oh.
Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian, she says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did.
Ah.
I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. I told him that I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know, I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you'll have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of a tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart.
Huh.
Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you. You wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, sold, I'm in. Alright, I'm Bush. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops. Date complete!
That's a 10 out of 10 if ever I've seen one.
Yay! Another S.
Welcome. You've got dads.
So I'm going to leave it there. I wanted to thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed that video, please leave it on the like below. If you would like to see more of my content, please subscribe. And if there's any games you'd like to see me play, please leave it in a comment below. Please remember that you are valid, I care about you, and I can't wait to hang out with you in the next game. Bye-bye!